Welcome back to T-Boys TV. I hope you're well. I'm well. Obviously, we're back again for the Luton Show, episode 11. I had to make sure I got that right. Obviously, I'm here with my dad again. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. You?
Yeah, all good. Let me know what you lot think of that intro. You know what I mean? Niall, back at it again, mate, doing big things for this channel. And yeah, I appreciate it. And I thought it was pretty sick when I saw it, to be honest, earlier on today. But yeah, obviously in today's episode, we're just going to preview, if it hopefully does go ahead, the Bristol City game. Obviously, you've got them on Sunday. I keep saying Saturday because obviously the games are usually Saturday, 3 o'clock kickoff, etc. But yeah, it's on Boxing Day, of course, because Saturday is Christmas. So yeah, obviously, you know, the last time out, we played Bristol City 1-1. Man like Danny Hilton got a late goal. But yeah, I mean, I know it's quite a while back, but what did you make of that game when we originally played them, Dad?
Like I say, it was a while back, so I can't remember too much here, but
There.
I think they I think they got a lucky break.
Yeah.
For their goal, and then they were like just defending. But we kept the pressure on. I think Fred crossed it in for Hilton to score. He couldn't miss. I think we needed that little bit of extra quality in that game, and I think that Fred provided it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Probably. It was away as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, so, away, yeah.
Yeah, probably like fair result. That's why we're mid-table. You know what I mean? Like one of them.
Yeah.
Adebayo start that game?
Yes, he come off. He did come off.
Okay.
So, but yeah, as I said, I wasn't really expecting you to remember much because it was a while ago. But yeah, obviously last time out, you know, I thought it'd be another extra thing to do on here, talk about the last games. But yeah, obviously it was 1-1 draw. You know, I think when I look at it from what I can think of, let me know if you will say your thoughts on it, Dad. But I think ever since we've been in the Championship, one of the teams we always tend to do well against is Bristol City.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, especially at home as well.
Yeah.
I think the last couple of games we've beaten comfortably. So
yeah, no, that's what I think. I always feel. I'm not gonna lie, when I go into like this, isn't like disrespect because I don't think they're not that great or anything. Like they're not bad, you know what I mean? But I just feel every time we play these, I just feel confident.
Yeah, I think they're a team in transition as well. You know.
Yeah.
So it's probably quite a good time to play them at home as well. We've had a little bit of a rest, so we'll see.
Yeah, and obviously their last game out, they were one of the teams that did play on that Saturday that we didn't against Reading. They had a crazy game by the sounds of it, a 3-2 loss to Huddersfield, who, you know, Huddersfield in and around sort of near us, and
pretty similar. But I'd say we're probably better than Huddersfield personally.
No, I'd agree with that. When we played them, obviously if we played them at home, so 0-0 is they were just
they just come to defend in that game, didn't
they?
Yeah,
they did. Right. But yeah, obviously a 3-2 loss at home for Bristol City in their last game. Obviously, that's another thing that makes me have a bit of confidence going into this, that we've had that break as well. So, yeah, obviously we was meant to play Reading, but due to COVID cases in depth for them, obviously the game got called off. So yeah, we've had a break there. So yeah, and obviously the table, Luton. Obviously, we've got games in hand as well, and due to other results like Sheffield United beating Fulham, you know, stuff like that, We are currently 14th in the table on 29 points. Bristol City are 18th, only 2 points behind. If we was to win this game, depending on what Sheffield United do, we could go up to 11th. So for once, it's not, well, once this season, it's not, next to the playoffs or back into the playoffs. But obviously, as I mentioned, we got games in hand. So yeah, but we are going to get into a lineup we would play. So yeah, let me just get that up. Is there anything you want to say while I get that up, Dad? Yeah, anything you want
to preview it a little bit more.
Yeah,
like I say, they're picked up a little bit, but nothing special. They haven't won away in the last 6 games or something like that.
Yeah, it's mental.
5 games, and the team they did beat was Peterborough, who were going down in my opinion. They scraped to win against them.
Yeah.
Then they lost 3-0 to West Brom, 3-0 to Birmingham, 3-2 to Coventry, 2-0 to Sheffield United, drew 2-2 with Hull, who also ain't that great. They're leaking goals, and I believe that they'll probably come there and just defend. Like they know that we're one of the best attacking teams in there. Like if they go at us, we'll just counter them. So it's up to them. You know what I mean? Our defense is pretty decent.
Yeah,
we're above them on that. We should be higher than where we are as well. So we're definitely a better side than them. I just want to put that out there. Again, they're a team in transition, but I think that we're a level above them at this present time.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I'm going to go through some comments. Obviously, I was in the chat before we went live as well, so I won't go through them ones, obviously. Christopher says, do you call EFL Cup, or I think he meant to put, do you call the EFL Cup or the Carabao Cup? Well, it changes every year, mate. I just call it what it is at the moment, to be honest, which is obviously the Carabao Cup. So, yeah, that's what I call it. But, yeah, as I said, I'm going to get up a lineup thing where we can pick it. So yeah, bear with me while I just get that up. Right, there we go. So goalkeeper for me, I'll be real. You've got to stick with Shay. He hasn't put a foot wrong yet. So yeah, we agreeing on that one?
Yep, Shay. Can't really, drop him. You can't really just change him. Like it's not really justified, is it? He may change it going forward after that. Who knows? But I think at the moment you can't not play him. So yeah, Shay will be in goal for me.
Yeah, totally agree. Right back, I'm not even going to say because we already know because that's literally the only option we have. Bree. So,
yeah.
That's straightforward. And, we've touched on it. The criticism he gets is too far. Like, you're putting too much pressure on him. Like, yeah, he has some shocking crosses and stuff, but he's not even that bad. Like, we know that. Like, it's too much. It's too much on him. It's too much. And, what were people saying after he done that brilliant cross against Fulham? They're all trying to big him up.
Exactly. Like you better off just say let him play his game. The more you pressurise him, the more he's going to think about it. The more he's going to fuck up. Like just let him get through that lull. Everyone knows he's a decent player. Like he's defensively he's sound. It's just because he's been the one. There should be other players stepping in. You know what I mean? Clark's a great crosser of the ball. Just allow it a little bit. I think, and he'll deliver. And he's still young. We touched on it already, but yeah, obviously he'll be starting, and I expect him to put in a decent performance.
Yeah, no, definitely. I just sorted out the screen a bit more so you lot can see just that, because I noticed you can see a few other things which can be annoying. So yeah, that's where the screen's gone, but obviously it's back now. Left back, we'll move on to left back now. You got Naismith, you can play there. You've got Bell. Who would you go with for this? Would you play Naismith somewhere else, or would you put him in the left back? Because for me personally, I'll probably go with Bell at left back, and then put Naismith maybe centre back or higher. But we'll get into that. But
yeah, I'm Bell. I
yeah,
think I've got fit. Yeah, I think he'll start as well, and actually I'll put him in there.
Yeah,
you know, he's sound enough. You know, he played the last game as well, didn't he?
yes, he did.
Yeah, so like, I feel like he'll get that little bit of consistency. Yeah, he'll start. You know, we've got enough to beat Bristol City. Like, we don't have to be worrying about how we're going to play. You know what I mean? Just keep it sound defensively and play our attacking stuff. And I think we did too much for him. So yeah, I think he'll start.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. Now, centre backs, one of them's Bradley. It's got to be, and then the other one has to be Burke because Lockie is out, isn't he? So, or
Yeah,
Naismith, Sorry, I forgot about.
You can't really drop Naismith, can you? So I don't know.
Unless we play Naismith higher potentially, maybe like a CDM sort of role.
No, I think he'll play. I think we're going to end up playing a 3-5-2. So
okay.
I change up the formation and move Bell to the.
Yeah. I got you.
Because I think the Bristol City managers also asked for a response in the last game. Do you know what I mean? So his players are going to be. I think they'll play for a draw. But I think they will look to like sneak one in. You know what I mean? Because we have got weaknesses in that respect. If you just bang it forward, you know how we've conceded in, you know, them type of games against Middlesbrough, you know, against Swans, you know, them same goals where they just punt it forward, we're out of position, bang, you know. And I think they will look at that. So I think we still need to be like defensively a little bit sounder.
Okay, just quickly, obviously you can see the formation. So you're saying you reckon we'll play like that?
No, it's the one with the wing backs, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. It's not. I think this one has wing backs. Yeah, look.
Yeah, that's the one.
That one, yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, I'll change it up. Imagine Jude Bellingham does not have a picture on him. I'm a bit surprised about that. I'll type up Bell, look, it comes up. There he is. Right, let me remove the other ones. Where is he? There he is.
So then it'll be Naismith.
Where?
Naismith on the left, Bradley in the centre, Burke on the right.
Yeah. Actually, I can definitely see that. Naismith, Burke's there. And then Bradley through the centre. Now, maybe not now, because he didn't come up straight away. Midfielders. Now, obviously, you've got a lot of choices. You've got, what's his face? Lansbury. You've got Campbell. You've got Ruddock. You've got Clark. Who else am I forgetting? Obviously, Berry's still out.
You know, but the way we're playing now, it's going to be Clark starting in front of Bury.
Okay, so yeah, got ya. Sorry, yeah, my brain just went. Would definitely, if he plays, it'd definitely be on that right.
Then it.
I would say Campbell.
Yeah, I think Ruddock.
Yeah, I mean Ruddock didn't have a bad game from what I can think of.
No, yeah, Ruddock for me. I'll be putting Ruddock.
So you
Campbell a little
saying
bit of rest.
Ruddock through the centre, or
Yeah, I'll give Campbell a rest, man. Like,
what's he start Lansbury?
Yeah.
I mean, for me, yeah, he's got to have a good game because I rate him, but when he has played for Luton recently, he has been giving the ball away. But then he has redeemed, like he done a crucial block. Who was it against?
He's a decent player at the end of the day.
It's Cardiff.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah. So all right, yeah, all right, yeah, fair. Yeah, I think Ruddock will definitely start. Obviously, Ruddock's got that new trim. Well, he's had that trim before, but
his winter trim, mate. He's got his winter trim.
Mate, yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Every winter, I swear he has that. He just bowls out his afro.
Yeah.
Keeps him warm.
Mate, I thought
I'll do the same.
I thought, who's this? Didn't know it was him at first, but
I just got a feeling that he's going to have a sick game as well. It's one of them.
Yeah.
So
yeah, hopefully, and he's got that in him as well, anyway. He can score bangers, and hopefully this can be a one. So yeah, but yeah, we'll move on to the strikers, of course. So, are you going? I reckon you're going to go Adebayo, of course, and I reckon you're going to go Musgrave.
Yeah, definitely.
There's no Cornick, obviously, is there?
Still? I just feel that Musgrave, you know, he is looking better. He's looking more dangerous, and I like him. So.
Yeah, you're a big fan. You do rate him.
I think he's good, and I think he's going to come good. He's a good player. So yeah, I'll be Adebayo and Muscat, definitely.
Yeah, no worries.
And then we've got the options on the bench. We have Hilton, Jerome will be on the bench.
Is Musgrave actually on here? Because yeah, he is. There you go. Can Hilton be that guy who scores another big goal in this game?
Yeah. He'll be on the bench, definitely. And if
100%.
anyone's injured up front, I'd be tempted to start him over Jerome. So.
Yeah, no, sorry, I was reading the comments, man. God's sake, man. There's such trolls in there, man.
Is it? What are they say?
No, not literal trolls. Like, they're just bantering. Like, they're my mates, but just like big fan all the way. Big, you're big in the Luton fan base in India. Stuff like that. Just taking a minute, but yeah, I just took a picture of that, so I'll post that on my socials later. Feel free to say your thoughts on it. I know that you lot are in here, and you know you're gonna think your thoughts on that, but feel free to comment on there what you think. But yeah, that's what we're going with against Bristol City. So yeah, we'll go through it again. So Shea in goal. You know, you can't drop him at this moment in time. We've gone with 5-3-2 with wing backs, of course. And then centre backs, we've gone Naismith on the left side. You know, you can't drop him like we mentioned earlier. He's just been on absolute form. Now I'm going to ask you a question.
He got player of the month, didn't he? Deservedly. So
yeah, I'm going to ask you a question. Would you give him? I know it's still, you know, we're halfway through in that, and we still obviously got another half to go. But would you give him player of the season so far?
Currently, yeah, 100%. Yeah, currently so. Tight between him and Adebayo.
The shouts for me, but yeah, I'd give Naismith it.
You know, if Adebayo goes on to score over 20 goals, then I'm going to give it to him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like his first season in full season in the Championship, I'll be giving it to him. But at the moment, Naismith's been there. Do you know what I mean? He's you know, defensively going forward, creating chances. Like he's been like a real cog in the team, and that's what you need. you know. So I bang
and
in
his
goals.
versatile
But,
likeness has just helped so much.
yeah, like he's just held his place down. Like,
Yeah.
you know, free signing. All the other players we signed after that, we didn't even think about. You know, we knew he's good, but we was like, oh yeah, we signed this player, we signed that player. See what they can do in that. But he's been the standout player.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, that's giving you that extra sort of, I don't know, that extra something that you need. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like consistently as well. And he's obviously loving his time playing for Luton, so he deserves it, and that's just going to boost him even further. You know, he doesn't really have a poor game.
No.
You know,
No.
so yeah, at the moment, yes, it's definitely Naismith, 100%. Go on, my son. Big up the Scotland man.
Yeah, big him up, big him up. And obviously in this game, actually, I'm touching that. I was going to touch on it later, but I'll touch on it now. They were saying how, I don't know if you saw it on the Instagram page, but they're going to be wearing the away kit.
Right.
So yeah, and Naismith done like a message. So yeah, shout out himself for that, and obviously shout out, you know, them doing that and stuff like that. But the thing I don't understand. They say away kit. Obviously, our away kit's that navy one.
Mm-hmm.
But then in the video, he's wearing the third one. So I'm not sure what one it is out of them two, but it'll be one of them ones. So yeah. But other centre back, we've gone with Bradley. You know, you can't drop him. Captain, he's been exceptional this season as well. You know, if he's done mistakes, they've been little ones where people won't talk about him because, you know, they weren't an impact basically.
Yeah.
Burke, you know,
On form.
Yeah, he's on form. Obviously, Lockie is out as well. But yeah, Burke's done a job when he's had to come in. So yeah, and then Bree right back now right wing back, sorry, shall I say. Obviously, you know, we've already said our thoughts on the heat that he receives. You know, he is the only option we have at right back, and you know, the criticism and the you know, all of that is too far. It's too far. As we said earlier, let him play his game. You know, there's been plenty of times he's done great things for Luton. You know what I mean? Like as mentioned in the last episode, you know, when he kept us up with them putting pressure on them crosses against Blackburn, you know, the cross against Fulham, you know, like he has his bad ones, don't get me wrong, but don't every player, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's where I stand on that. But yeah, left wing back, we've gone with Bell. You know, he played well against Fulham. Yeah, and I think that's fair enough. Midfield three, Ruddock in the middle of the front of the midfield three. Sorry, you know, I thought he was decent against Fulham. Hopefully, as we said, he can keep that on in this game. And you know, as my dad said, he's got a feeling something special's going to happen there. Right mid, well, on the right side, shall I say, we've got Clark. You know, he's very good on that right side. He's done well this season. Obviously, pre-season, he'd done exceptional. When he come on against Nottingham Forest, I thought he was good. You know, looked lively, had that bit of energy, got unlucky. He had a shot that went wide just. So, yeah, and obviously he's got a goal against Cardiff. And, yeah, he's been a good part in the link-up play and, you know, actually going forward and helping the team out there. So, yeah, I feel you have to play him. And then on the left, interesting. We've gone with Lansbury. Now, obviously, you know, he's a very good player. We know that, experienced and that. But recent games, his passing's been a bit off. Like, his defending, like, when he's having to come back and that's been decent. Hopefully in this game, you know, the passing's a lot better. And, yeah, hopefully it'll be good when he's, you know, passing it forward and stuff like that. And in the front two, Adebayo, you know, of course, you know, it has to be Adebayo as one of them. And then the other one, we've gone with Musgrave. Now, obviously, as I said earlier, my dad rates him, thinks it's going to turn out very good. And yeah, I can definitely see that. And yeah, so that is a lineup. But yeah, we'll move on to score predictions. Now, I'll let you go first. Obviously, we're at home. 3:00 kickoff on Boxing Day. I will be going to this if it don't get called off, of course. I've got my tickets today. So, yeah, I'm in the main stand, but I'm a bit more near the side where you're behind the goal in the Luton end, sort of near there. So yeah, but yeah, how you feeling going into this one? I mean, as I said earlier, Bristol City for me, every time we play them, I don't know, I feel really confident playing against them. Like,
yeah, I feel confident. I feel like if we go at them, we're going to win. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If we play an attacking lineup, we should be all right. I think we should have too much for them. Even if they do score, you know, they render that percent. Was their manager Nigel Pearson? He's not a dummy.
Yeah.
They're going to try and keep it tight, get a goal on the break. Could happen, you know. But I just think we'll edge it. I think we have enough.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with a 2-1 home win.
2-1. Now, I'm thinking two scores. I'm thinking a Luton win, of course. I'm thinking 1-0 or 2-1. I'm going to go... Yeah, I'm going to go 2-1 as well. I think they'll score, actually. So yeah, I'm going to go 2-1. So that's our score predictions. So I'll stop sharing the screen now because obviously I'll post that later. You lot have seen it. Got to read some comments. There's been a lot of comments. Big up everyone that's been on today. It's much appreciated. Big up Daniel. He says, Tyler, how you doing, bro? Yeah, I'm good, thanks. What about yourself? Daniel's put his prediction in. He's gone for a 2-0 to Luton.
Yeah. It'd be nice to keep a clean sheet.
Yeah, that would be nice. Good question here by Ravi. Big up Ravi. I pinned his comment. Obviously, I'll read out his pinned comment. So he said, make sure you lock on and locked in and subscribe to T-Boys TV and T-Boys TV Extra. Loads more quality content to come. So big up yourself. I appreciate that. He says, Tyler, and obviously I'll ask you the question as well, Dad. He says, is there anything you want to improve on before your next game? Which is obviously Bristol City. I'll go first. For me, you know, I hope, you know, now that we've had a break and a chance to recover and, you know, look at where we've been going wrong in defensive areas this season, I hope we've worked on defending set pieces.
Yeah, same. I reiterate that. That's it. Exactly that.
Yeah, because the way we've been conceding them goals is all from them. Always from them recently. But yeah, I'll let you say what you want to say.
Yeah, exactly that. And then maybe like, I don't know, just being a bit more positive in midfield. You know what I mean? Just have the confidence to you know, pass it around a little bit more, like dominate the possession, because we don't seem to do that much. You know, even if we win, other teams have like had the more possession. So I feel like we should be a bit more comfortable with that, a bit more confident. You know.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, yeah, for me, it's just mainly the defending set pieces because other than that, I think we've been pretty good, to be fair.
Yeah.
I can't think of us, you know, there was a bit at the start of the season, maybe taking chances, but, you know, we started to do that a lot more. So, you know, for me, I can't really say that. But yeah, Daniel, obviously he's a Wolves fan. He says, shame we can't smash Watford on Saturday. Yeah, I think you would have because you were at home as well. I think you were absolutely smashed. I'm not even going to lie. But yeah, that is the comments. What we'll probably do for the last 10 minutes, maybe something like that, maybe a bit longer. We'll let you lot ask us some questions because obviously that we usually tend to do two different things: the preview and a review of a game, or the other way around. So yeah, if you got any questions to ask Luton related or football related in general, let us know. And are you all right to do that, Dad? Are you all right to do that?
Of course, absolutely. Yeah. Crack on, fellas.
Yeah, ask us some questions. There's quite a lot of you in here, which obviously, as we said, we appreciate it. And yeah, we're glad you're enjoying the show. And yeah, I'll just remembered actually, I forgot to put this up the whole time. But yeah, it's all right. We move. Don't run, man. He's taking the mic. Daniel's come in with a question. That's a good question. Obviously, you've been alive longer than me, Dad, so I'll let you answer this. He says, who's your Luton's greatest player going all time?
All time.
Mick Harford?
Yeah, I know it sounds the obvious one, but like he's Luton through and through. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, he is.
Definitely. Yeah, he played for other teams. You know what I mean? Chelsea and that. But I think he also played for Derby, and I think there was one occasion where we had to stay up, right? We had to beat Derby, or it was something like that, yeah. And he scored an own goal. You know what I mean? Deliberately scored an own goal because of his passion for us.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
I just remember him. Yeah, we've had some great players over the years since I remember. You know, I started supporting them in '88.
Yeah.
So I can only go from then. But you know, and he was before that as well. But he, you know, he was just one of them players. I remember him. We played Man United. I remember once. I think we drew 1-1 with him at Luton. He headed it. It hit the bar. Like a proper powerful header. Headed it. Come off the bar. Come back to him, and he headed it again and scored.
Crazy.
Mental goal. You know, he was tough. He didn't take no crap. You know, he's the kind of guy that, you know when you get them underdogs, they're just always fight. They always, deliver. Like they're dangerous. Do you know what I mean? Like Mongols or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like they'll snap at your ankles and that. Like part of him, the way he played and the way he was for us, is still at the club. You know what I mean? Yeah. That fight. And Nathan Jones recognises that as well. So not a lot of players can carry. Yeah, we've had players that have got great skill and this, that, and the other, but they haven't invested in the club as much as he has. That makes sense. You know what I mean? There's loads of players I liked throughout the years. Steve Howard, the striker.
I'll tell you who I liked, even though I was quite young, obviously. Mark Tyler. I liked him.
Yeah. Brilliant. Decent. Like we haven't had Sluga's the next one from him. It took us ages to get a keeper of his quality. Now, I mean, we had Beresford for a little while. He was all right, but he was just he rescued us, and do you know what I mean? He was a proper decent goalkeeper. And then we've had skilled players like Jean-Louis Valois, Berkovic. We had I like Kevin Nichols, the midfielder, tough box to box midfielder, and that's what I want. Like we need someone like that now, because that's what we had when he was in the Championship. You know what I mean? He was like Liverpool, like Gerrard at Liverpool for Luton. He was like that.
Yeah.
Maybe Campbell can be that player. I'm hoping. We need someone like that in the midfield. Like the Vieira, the Roy Keane. The Corey. You know what I mean? We need someone like that. The Lampard, whatever.
Matt Naismith, he could be that guy. He's versatile as well.
He is. He is that.
Well.
But he's playing in defence, not midfield. You know what I mean?
That's literally where he's been playing for the majority of the season. He's not even. That's not even his main position. He's been bossing it there. I mean, when he made that run against Fulham, maybe he should have shot earlier. But the way he ran from the centre back where they sort of stand, that was disgusting. Obviously, you lot saw the vlog. That made me scream, mate. You know what I mean? I don't scream like that. It was mental, mate. But
there's other players from back in the day, like before I started supporting them and that. Joe Payne, top scorer. I think he's the only player who scored 10 goals in a game. That record's never been broken. Like, people don't know about that record, but Google it. Joe Payne, Luton Town. But I think he beat Bristol. Was it Bristol City or Bristol Rovers? Bristol Rovers, I think. 36-0. And he scored 10 goals in the game. No one's ever beat that. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It was years ago. It's still there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
That's impressive.
10 goals.
We've
had some brilliant players over the years. You know what I mean? Apart from probably in the conference times, you know, we just had a mismatch of there was decent players that helped us. You know what I mean? But then they turned snide. You know what I mean? They, like, I put that Jason Walker, you know, scored a lot of goals for us. Tried to dink a penalty. Was discussing it the other day against Wimbledon in that playoff final. What are you doing? And then the disrespect he showed after that, like he was bigger than the club. Fuck off. Andre Gray, same thing. Same thing.
Get it when he scored for Watford against us, and it didn't count.
We had a few players in them conference times who were like that. And then Nathan Jones come in on Mick Harford's say so, like, as well. Mick Harford knows what the club needs and knows what they're about, and he's brought that back. And Nathan Jones is invested in that, you know. And when Nathan Jones weren't there, like when he first left, Mick Harford come in, steps in, it's same ethic. So that's why we won the league, because he kept that. He said, you know what I mean? And then when we had Graham Jones, fucking shit. He didn't know how the club was operated or anything. Belittling the club all the time. Was it's little Luton, we ain't got this, that, and the other. Or without Izzy Brown, we're getting relegated. What are you fucking talking about? You know what I mean? Like, as soon as Nathan Jones come back, miracle escape.
Yeah.
You know? That he knows the club. Like, whatever people feel about him, he's on that level. He's on that level. You can't. He's just going to take us up and up. And we're in a good position right now. So
definitely.
Mick Harford.
Yeah. You know, sorry. I was just reading a few more comments. We got a few more. Big up. We got one from Daniel again. He says, "Who's going down in the championship?" Now, for me, I'll say two that I can think of without even looking at a table. Derby, because the points is too far. It's too far. Like, you know, they're not going down without a fight. Don't get me wrong, but it's too far. It's like, what is it now? Like 10 points? Might be more than that.
I think they're on -4 or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, like actual points behind whoever's
it's the equivalent of when Luton got.
Yeah, what was that? Not sure. Oh, there you go.
Did you hear what I said?
Sorry, you lagged.
It's the equivalent of when Luton got -30 in League Two.
Yeah, it's too much. It's too much.
And it's just too much. You can't, you know. They might, you know, that's basically their way of saying we're relegated.
Yeah.
FA, you know what I mean? They're going down. And then for me, it's probably Peterborough.
Yeah, Peterborough. I actually have a soft spot for Peterborough, but I
like Peterborough.
Not right. Yeah, they're just not. They're not that level. Like,
I think they've been a bit unlucky with injuries as well. Like, I don't think Marriott's been. You know, he might have been able to score a few goals to just keep them above that level, but I think he's been injured. They need to spend more money. Like, their directors come out a couple of. Do you know what I mean? And apparently Ferguson's under pressure. I feel that they should just keep him. I mean, I don't know. What did they do with the Ivan Toney money? That's what I'm on. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, I don't think they're being run that way. And if you sack the manager, you just couldn't go free fall. But I just think they just quite haven't got enough. So I feel like they're going down. And
my other one, I'm going to go Barnsley.
Yeah, same. I think it'd be close between Hull and Barnsley, but I think that they had such a, it was quite weird because obviously they lost their manager.
Yeah.
Where did he go? West Brom, yeah?
West Brom, yeah.
Yeah, and then their captain, star player, Muller, went there as well.
Yeah.
I see a couple of one Barnsley fan after that happened, saying, I still feel confident. We got in the playoffs last season. Yeah, we've lost our manager, but we've lost our. But obviously, it's had a massive impact on them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I can't see him recovering from that. And it is a shame. It's that easy because the club was being run. They've got a lot of money apparently as well. They're run pretty well. I personally, I think they've just probably gone for the wrong choice of manager. Do you know what I mean? Because they still had certain players there.
Yeah.
You can't, they fell a lot from getting in the playoffs, being up and around there all season, to basically being relegation fodder. You've lost your star player. Come on, you got to reinvest. You should have already signed someone.
I think he's gone again, people. He's gone.
Is it that guy who used to play for Luton? Played for Fulham as well. What's his name?
Yeah.
If anyone remembers. I think he's been injured for a lot of the season as well. Like he was their top scorer as well last season. I think he's been injured. Oh, what's his name? Might have to check that out. But I think that's affected them. But they haven't had any backup. The same as us. If we lost Adebayo, who's stepping in?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. That's true. Sort of relates to our next question going in. Ravi he hit us up with a question. He says, "Are you guys in for anyone in January?" Now, what I'm aware of, we're not in for anyone currently, but we need people. You know what I mean? For me, we need definitely another right back, potentially another left back. Centre backs, I think we're all good. I think they're all class. Midfield, not really.
Nah,
I think we're all right midfield. And then we definitely need another striker, 100%.
Striker. Like even if it's a younger guy,
And then some wingers for me, maybe one or two.
Nah, not for me. Like we've got Mendes Gomez, we've got Fred. Muscat can play there.
Yeah, actually true. You got Cornick and Clark. Clark can play there as well.
Yeah, Clark can play. Yeah, I don't even on the left back.
Yeah, true.
Potentially could play. Naismith as well for me can play there. I don't.
Yeah, probably.
Right back, definitely. Like, unless we're going to recall Kioso.
Yeah, I don't.
But he's enjoying his football. Elliot Lee will end up signing a contract at Charlton.
I'll see.
Hilton, I think, will go.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately. Isted will go out on loan, I feel.
Yeah.
Just for a month or something like that. Not for the rest of the season, because then if we get an injury to Shea or Sluga, then he'll come back. You know what I mean? But I feel he'll go out on loan. I feel that who else go out on loan? Piera. He needs a loan though.
Yeah, he does.
League One. Milton Keynes, Charlton. Do you know what I mean? Like bang, Wickham, the top sides, loan him out to them. He'll probably start. You know what I mean? Like he needs that experience, that higher level experience. Don't loan him out to the conference team. You know what I mean? There's not really benefit. I don't think it'll benefit him. He needs to be playing at the highest level possible if clubs want him. And he's got potential. So he can't just be sitting on everything. He ain't going to get anywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
But striker is going to be difficult. And I just sort of touch on that. Adebayo's not going to be going to Newcastle. They're not going to be, yeah, they've looked at him, you took a couple of notes or whatever, and then, then they've got a lot of money, they're going to be looking elsewhere. That's what them big clubs do when they've got a lot of money. They don't go, oh, we have to sign someone who's got a name. So rather than Adebayo, they'd go for the Fulham striker, or Blackburn striker, but Berriton or whatever his name is. I think he's an American international. Do you know what I mean? Like, Adebayo's decent, but he's unproven at that level. Like, he's young as well. Like,
yeah,
I don't think they're going to take a risk on his foot just because he scored 10 goals. Next season, if he scores 20 this season and 20 next season, he'll be gone.
Yeah.
But I don't feel they're going to take that risk because of the pressure they're under. You know what I mean? I can't see it. They'll be able to tempt players, maybe from, other relegated Premier League teams, or, you know what I mean? Like, maybe Bournemouth strikers, they'll be like, look, I'll pay you 80 grand a week, mate. They're going to want to go. Because Newcastle probably, if they can sign them players, they probably will win the Championship next season.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I totally agree. Got a few more comments. LTFC Don Ram says, most devoted Luton fan you know. Don't know. I mean, quite a lot that go on the minibus or coach. Sorry, are quite loyal. To be fair, but yeah, I don't know. there's a lot. You know what I mean? I don't know loads of Luton fans as well. So
yeah, it's one of them, innit? Devoted, like Pens as well. Yeah. Like with the devoted, you'd feel like it goes to every game, home and away, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? But then that's all right if you've got the money for it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But I feel like devoted is understanding the club. You know what I mean? And the players and what we're going through, and still sticking with it. Like, obviously, our old school. I'll never change my team. Yeah. Whereas nowadays people have 2 teams or whatever, and it's just fine. Do you know what I mean? But back then, that's it. One team. And you see certain fans laying into players or going, right, that's it. I'm not supporting this club. I've seen it, mate. I'm not supporting this club anymore. They're shit. I can't be bothered. You know what I mean? Like, especially in the conference days. So me, like, being devoted, and they might have went to every home and away game before that, spent all the money, and then thought, oh, no, I'm going to support MK Dons. I guarantee, there was fans that done that during that period, 100%. But you just got to get. If I could go to every home and away game, I would.
Yeah, definitely, absolutely.
So you're a devoted fan. You're probably, the most devoted Luton fan that I know, and you support Liverpool.
It's only right. It's only right. And Luton was actually my first team, so
yeah, of course. But yeah, like,
and it's not easy to go to a Liverpool game, is it? It's not like, oh yeah, I'll just go down the road.
Yeah.
Whereas Luton's obviously closer, so
it's easier to watch Liverpool. You can just watch them on telly.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You're going on a 3-hour coach trip to Preston or Blackburn or Blackpool in the cold, and going to watch Luton lose, or you know what I mean, or whatever. Them guys, big up them guys. Like, they're the fans the away fans constantly.
Yeah.
So big up anyone that goes away. Like, they've done what, I've supported them. I bought shirts, and you know what I mean. Like, that's my team. But I haven't been in the position to like go to all these games and stuff. But I've been to enough. I've tears, even from when I was little. They lost.
Crazy, mate.
I'd be crying my eyes out. When we lost to Wimbledon, gutted. Blackpool in the playoffs, absolutely gutted. York when we got done by the offside. Do you know what I mean? Oh, horrible.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And you go through that. So anyone that does that is the most devoted Luton fans that exist.
Yeah. Next question. Well, it's not really a question. I just want to get your thoughts on it. LTFC Don Ram says linked with Jack Clark from Spurs. Apparently, what'd you make of that? Obviously, he's a youngster at Spurs. Do you know much about him? I've seen bits of him.
Is he a midfielder?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Let me double check. I don't want to get it wrong, but I'm pretty sure.
I think I've heard.
He's a winger.
Right. Okay. On loan, obviously.
Yeah, he's 21. He's born in 2000, so he's 3 years basically older than me.
He's 21. Yeah. I might have heard that briefly that he was quite highly rated at Tottenham.
Yeah.
And they're looking to loan him up. But, we don't really do loans, do we?
No, I see what you mean.
Not really. Do you know what I mean? I can't.
The only one I can think of recently is Shrewsbury Hall. It's the only one.
Yeah, but he was like a season loan. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Got him in early. We knew what he was doing with him. I can't see in January.
Yeah, true. If it was
a
like
midfield, a winger,
for the new season, then yeah.
Yeah, like maybe in the summer, I think we might be looking at him. But other than that, no, I don't think so. And interestingly, we haven't been linked with anyone because normally with Luton they do their business early and the rumours are there early, and it ain't that far into January. And there's nothing so far, really. Do you know what I mean? So I think that'll come out within the next, obviously, well, after come out next week or something. Then the rumours will start circulating. But for me, I feel we're going to try and go for a striker.
Yeah, we got to.
But it probably will be someone's out of contract, which I have no idea who it is. It'll be someone experienced, I feel.
Yeah, I don't know if this experience thing's working though.
Not like that, but someone who's a bit more.
Okay. So played a lot in the Championship or whatever.
Yeah, rather than the Premier, like Jerome, like someone who's a bit more nous. They pretty much scored 10 goals every season or something like. Yeah. Someone a bit more backup, but who can actually score the goals, which is what we brought Jerome in for, but he's done fuck all.
Yes, yeah. Pissed me off, to be honest.
Or we're going to go through, we're going to take a punt on someone, but we don't normally do that, Not in January, like say like the second or third top scorer from League One. Just go in and go, right, we'll give you $1 million, whatever, Potentially. These are the moves you've got to start making, though, when you're pushing on in the Championship. You've got to take them risks a little bit more. Do you know what I mean? You can't just sit back because of the club we are at the moment. Other teams will just come in quicker and go, right, and they might even only give them like $2-3 grand more, but to them, that's deep, you know what I mean? But they haven't even seen our offer, or I just feel that we need to be proactive, which we have been. So
yeah. So we got few more. Sorry, well, it might actually be about 3 more, but so far, Daniel says, could you take Fabio Silva? Yeah, absolutely, mate. I rate that guy so highly. He's played in the Premier League, so yeah. You're aware of Fabio Silva? He's the Wolves' young striker. He's a very good player. But yeah, we won't do him, let's be real. But yeah, I'd love to.
No, they wouldn't drop him down.
No. But, well, he didn't say would you take. He just said could you, like as in. Well, I don't know what way he means it. He means could you actually take him, or would you? I don't know, but I'd definitely take him. But it wouldn't happen. Let's be serious now.
We could get him on loan if we were looking at that.
Great, because he is very young. Let me double check his age. I'm pretty sure he's like 20 or something like that. He's really young. Yeah, he is a good player. Trust me, he's a good player.
if he's confident, then he'll be up. You know what I mean?
Oh, he's 19. He's literally born the year before
I
me.
don't think we take a risk for that. I don't think we'll go that low.
He's 90. He's a baller. He's a baller, in my opinion.
I think with Adebayo, you know, Mick Harford saw him at Fulham, you know, when he played for them.
Mm.
And he liked him. And he's obviously noted him down and going forward, seen him go, right, we can develop him into a fucking Premier League striker. Let's take him. Because that's what we do, develop players. Bang them on. Look at Justin, Stacey. Even Dewsbury Hall, I think we should take credit for that, man. You know, because he was with us the whole season.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, he was happy there. He was obviously good in training. It helped him. It developed him. That's
So
why they loaned him out.
Getting regular
You know
starts for Leicester, even in the Prem. Yeah.
Right. I think we should get some credit for that as well. And I think we have got that. We clearly got good coaching, mentality. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You've got the set pieces that we discussed earlier where they're a bit, you know, but you know, that fight, that passion, you know, that doing the basics right, and even improving. Certain players have improved, and they've played in League 2 or League 1, and they're holding their own in the Championship. Obviously, they've improved, because if they didn't, they'd get shown up consistently.
Yeah.
So we've got that, and now I believe we've got under 23 squad.
Yeah, we do.
Because there's so many players we've let go. You know, like you know, I said about it earlier. That Arsenal player who scored the other day, the youngster, Pinto, whatever his name is. He was in our academy. We scouted him. We couldn't keep hold of him. You know what I mean? Arsenal come in, 10 grand. He was 12. He's going to be like, yeah, I see ya.
Definitely.
Do you know what I mean? Which I understand, but we didn't really have any other structure at the club as well that probably made him want to. Do you know what I mean? That's what we need. Going places. But this was 6 years ago. It was probably in League 2. It's probably in the conference. Do you know what I mean? Now we might be more likely to keep hold of them players because they can get into the first team quicker than they can at Arsenal. He's been at Arsenal 6 years.
Yeah.
So we've got that to look forward to. I believe I heard earlier that the land, Junction 10 of the M1, which we own.
Yeah, I heard about this.
We've sold it, so it can be developed. We've sold it, and that money's obviously going to go towards building Power Court. So another step in the right direction there. Yeah.
Right, next question. Ravi comes in with a good question here, to be honest. I was thinking while you was explaining the last one. He says, what do you think are Luton's biggest strengths this season with this current squad? Now, I think centre-backs, you know, bar the set-piece defending, I think actually, you know, when the balls are actually playing and not the ball stopped to be crossed in or whatever, I think they've been exceptional. You know, I think the goalkeepers have both done well, Shea and Sluga. You know, I think Adebayo and Cornick, before Cornick got injured, I thought their link-up play was great. They saw it a lot in the Middlesbrough game, for example, a few other games as well. Midfield's been decent, you know, but yeah, what would you say?
I'd say initially that our going forward was decent. Our defence weren't great at first. We just kept mixing and matching, like changing the centre backs every game. We was making mistakes and stuff. Do you know what I mean?
That really didn't help.
That obviously is established now. And then Bradley was injured as well, or had COVID or whatever. He was out for a few games. But as soon as he's come in, we've definitely been better. But initially, our attacking, you know, Cornick and Adebayo were just blinded. And I still think going forward, I think we're decent, but we need to work out what we're doing now because Cornick's not playing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because before it was like bang, bang, bang. We know, this would happen. But now it's like, so how we getting the ball to Addy back? Do you know what I mean? It's a bit like we're just hitting it long. Whereas before we looked for Cornick maybe, and then Cornick could bang it into midfield, and then they'd work something else out. Now they're just like, we'll just hit it to Addy back. So I think they need to work that out a bit. But yeah, strengths. Yeah, going forward still.
Yeah, no, definitely.
And overall, the confidence, the sort of togetherness, I think is probably their biggest strength.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
with this squad, you know what I mean? Because we ain't world beaters. We've got decent players, but if we were in the Premier League, we'd struggle.
Oh yeah,
we'd definitely struggle.
We'd shock someone though.
Of course, but we would struggle. We would struggle.
We'd be in that relegation battle all season.
You know what I mean? It would get too much. We'd play Man City one week, Chelsea the next, Liverpool the next, and it'd be too much. It just gets too much. It's facts. We're not on that level. Of course we're not. And the fight would eventually give up in that.
Yeah.
To an extent, maybe not fully, but to at least like half, I think. But yeah, this season, the togetherness.
Yeah,
team
definitely.
spirit, probably our biggest strength, because we're getting through these periods. I've seen other teams just lose a couple of games and then that's it, lose, draw, lose. Do you know what I mean? Whereas we fight back constantly. If we didn't have that team spirit, that strength there, then it'd be a different story.
Yeah, no, definitely. Don Ram I actually sort of agree on this comment. So he says this is what he'd do in the summer. Not summer, sorry, January. He says I would go with 2 or 3 players around 20 to 23 from lower leagues, or we will ship our scouts and 25-year-old from abroad and bring him in nowhere like Sluga if we want to push. Now, mate, I think the abroad thing might work because, as he's mentioned there, Sluga, for example.
Yeah, well, that happened initially because I think we were training in Austria. We went there a couple of, I think it was in League 2, maybe League 1 as well. We went there a couple of times.
Just quickly, Dad, I'm going to just grab my dinner quickly. So just carry on what you're saying. I'll be back in a second.
And we were playing against, obviously, a Croatian team, and Sluga was in goal. And, we spotted him then. So, we kept tabs on him. And then, obviously, we ended up signing him and laying out a lot of money for him as well. So, yeah, I agree. We should get some European scouts, or because obviously it's worked with him, and obviously it can work again. So
yeah, I am back. By the way, I am back. I just had to grab my dinner. So yeah, just before it got a bit too cold, but yeah. So yeah, I actually. So what was you saying? Do you sort of agree with that comment, or?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like when we found him in Austria.
Yeah,
he was playing against us, and we kept an eye on him. And obviously, it was like, right, we're going to bring him in. We can develop him to be a Championship Premier League player. And obviously he had to adapt, and he still is. But overall, you can see he's got quality.
Yeah.
But yeah, we need to expand our scouting options, definitely. Because that's the way it is in the Premier League. You know what I mean? Generally, people do scout further afield because they have to, because it becomes so tight. The higher you go, the harder it is to sign them players because everyone's got a little bit more money than you or a little bit better than you or whatever. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah,
we need, and obviously that's gonna happen. It's happened in the past, so you know, I'm sure it, but I guess it's hard at the moment as well with like COVID and that, restrictions, and you can't go here, there, or you know what I mean.
yeah,
So that,
true.
it's difficult.
Yeah, no, definitely. Ravi, mate, he's hitting us up with these banging questions. Another tough question. Well, for me it is anyway. I'll let you go first, but he says, best goal so far this season for Luton. Now, from what I can think of, there's quite a few up there. And for me, they're not goals like, outside of the box, screamers or anything like that. They're just the link-up play and what it actually meant to the game. So some I've got in my head, for example, Berry's late goal against Blackburn, just because what it meant. And you look at how Blackburn are doing now, that's a very good point away. What's the other one I was thinking of? Adebayo's one against Middlesbrough.
Where Ruddock passed it back into him.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I don't think there's been any screamers, is there?
No, it's been really good link-up play. Even some of Clark's, I think they're up there for a shout.
Yeah, I don't know. I think
the way Berry touched it down as well on his goal.
Yeah, it's probably going to be Berry. He's the most memorable. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
the other goals were good. Well, we haven't scored anything really spectacular, have we?
No, not that I can think of. Big up yourself for that question. It's a good question. LTFC Don Ram says, yeah, we trained in Slovenia and played his team. Yeah, obviously we touched on that. We actually, me and you discussed this a while ago, this comment he said here. So he says, because I think in a way we are a bit like Brentford going in the same direction as them. We said that before. I think we can really push on once we move from the Kenny, but think we need to start going abroad. Where do you stand with that? I mean, with the abroad thing, it's, as we sort of said, is whether like the COVID and that. But yeah, I totally agree. If obviously we can do that, I totally agree with that. But where do you stand with that?
It glitched out for a second, but we're definitely similar to Brentford. Building this, they're the same. They invest in these players. They're not spending stupid money. They'll go to the lower leagues. Do you know what I mean? The clubs run right, and we're very, very similar. We're just like a couple of seasons behind them.
Yeah, I totally.
But obviously, when we get out of those stadiums, it's going to make a huge difference. Like, we'll still attract players now because of the way we are and that, and the potential. But when we get that stadium, you know what I mean? Brand new stadium. Where's Luton? It's just outside London. It's got Hertfordshire. You can buy a fat house out in the sticks, and then you're close to London. Do you know what I mean? Like, certain players go, actually, you start drawing them international players in, think actually, because of location as well. And that, Brentford have already got that as well, I believe. I think they'll be in Premier League for quite a few seasons. I don't think they're going to be like one season, 2 season wonder.
No, I said they would be. I said at the start of the season, they would be like how Leeds were last season. That's how I said Brentford would be in their first season, and it's looking that sort of way. Mid-table, had some really good results, had some ones maybe they should have won, but like they're doing great in their first season, in my opinion.
Yeah, and then they'll look to invest. They're not going If they think, right, well, Ivan Toney's decent, but we're going to need some backup, they'll go out and get it. They'll try and sign Adebayo. Do you know what I mean? That's the sort of team that they are.
Mm. Yeah.
You know, and that's what we need to be. Like, to be a bit more, you know, can't be arms can sign it. It's happened to teams in the past.
Yeah.
You know, they've signed someone on a name and he's come then, he's done nothing. Veron. Who else? There's loads of players in there. Torres when he went to Chelsea.
Yeah.
Andy Carroll, come on, man. What, you know, look at all them mistakes. Luton don't make them mistakes. And if they do, it's not at a cost like that. You know, like, who is it? Morel. Total waste of time.
Yeah, that's true.
In the past, you know what I mean? Like, that's going to happen. You just get rid. You know what I mean? It happens. You know, you take a risk, but, you know, 1 in 10 that happens to us.
Yeah.
You know, it's quite rare. We're lucky. Where some teams, they're just like, yeah, I'll sign him. Just don't work out. He's meant to be. Look at Sol for Chelsea. He's done nothing for them.
Yeah. He has been so poor.
You know what I mean? No, just decisions like that. He's played a couple. You know, yeah, it's about their personality as well. He probably thought, yeah, I'll just chill in the Premier League, man. And that's his attitude.
I mean, it's on loan, isn't it? Anyway, but yeah, I know.
But that's, you know what I mean. Oh, I'm just chilling. I'm going to the Premier League. I'm just going to chill. He ain't working nowhere near as hard as he obviously did there. You know, and that happens a lot. Sort of money, and you know, just sort of, that's what messes teams up.
Mm.
Got to make them correct decisions. Liverpool do it. Man City do it, but it's easy. You know, they got more, the money as well. You know?
Yeah. But Don Ram has come in with his contentions for goal of the season so far. Yeah, he says, I would say Bell against Barnsley.
That was a good goal, actually. Yeah. I forget that. I think that was his first goal as well.
And then he also says, Adebayo against Borough, which obviously I mentioned. Cornick won against Coventry when he hit top bins. That was nice. Yeah, that's a good one. And I'll tell you ones we've forgotten about, the ones against Millwall as well. They were both good goals by Cornick.
Yeah.
So, yeah. For me, I'm going to go with Cornick's top bin one against Millwall.
Yeah, it was good.
That was a great goal. Don Ram also says, who do you think earns the most at Luton? And if not, who do you think deserves to earn the most? We'll go with who we think earns the most first. I'll let you start off.
It's a difficult one.
You know what? I think, actually, no.
I'm thinking
it's either a new signing or the captain.
Yeah, no. I'm thinking it might be Lansbury.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you know, obviously he used to play in the Premier League. He was probably on quite a bit of Arsenal. Forest, he was probably on 15 or something. Do you know what I mean? He wouldn't have been on. I reckon it's probably him.
Yeah, true. And then he says, obviously, if not, who do you think deserves to earn the most? For me, I'll go first. I'll go Naismith or Bradley, actually. One of them two.
It's difficult without knowing what they're on. You know what I mean? If someone said to me, Naismith's on $4,000 a week and Lansbury's on 15, do you know what I mean? I don't know how much they're on, but I guess if you say he was on that low amount, yeah, he probably deserves the pay rise. You know what I mean? Yeah. So if he ain't on decent money, then he deserves it the most. He deserves the pay rise. He's proved that You know what I mean? So
yeah, definitely. But yeah, that is all the comments that we look like we're going to get, which was quite a lot. So appreciate everyone that done the comments and that. But yeah, I think we're gonna wrap it up here. You got any final thoughts you'd like to say, Dad?
no, just Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy
Oh
New
yeah,
Year.
Sorry about that. Yeah.
And
Obviously, I'm doing a video tomorrow, but yeah, still, yeah,
hopefully we'll celebrate it with a couple of Luton wins, starting with a 2-1 victory against Bristol City on Sunday.
Yeah, definitely. Well, before I go, I'm just going to read this comment by Don Ram. He says, I doubt we are spending any more than 10k a week. I think last season Lockyer was on the most on 7k. Oh, yeah, that's another one actually. Lockyer, yeah, he probably gets, he's probably up there for the most due to him being fairly.
Yeah, I think I heard that as well. But players we probably signed probably are on more. All the same, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And by the way, people, I know no one asked, but I had my camera off because I was eating my dinner, so I don't think you lot would have really wanted to see that. But LTFC Don Round says, hoping Coventry away will be on. Yeah, definitely hoping that will be on. But yeah, we'll have to see if Saturday's even Sunday. Sorry, it's because it's a 3:00 kickoff. We have to see if Sunday goes ahead first, and then but obviously, hopefully it does because we've just done a preview and obviously stuff like that as well. But there's something else I was going to say. I can't quite remember now. Oh yeah, that was it, Dad. So obviously you do your mixes and that. Do you want to promote them by any chance? Tell the people where they can find that music.
No, if you like drum and bass, Liquid D&B, Jump Up D&B, Jungle, search up Dazzy D on Mixcloud.
Yeah, definitely do that, people. It's
follow.
banging tunes, mate.
I need to do some fresh ones, but there's plenty on there if you want to listen to that kind of music. Big up yourselves. It's cool.
I think a few of my subs, I think a few of them will like that sort of music. I think Ravi will. I've got a feeling he will. Don Ram, there you go. So there you go. Don Ram says he will have a listen.
Nice, great, nice one.
So yeah, I'll tell you what to do. I'll tell you what to do for the next one, Dad. Have your so you know where you can put your name in thing.
Yeah.
Have your thing on it, like your music thing. Not even a link, just have the username, and then and then maybe next to it put username for whatever it's for. That's what I'll do. But yeah, I can put it in the description as well if you want. If you send me the link, I'll put it in the description after we've done this.
What I'll do is I'll bang up some fresh mixes for the new year.
It sounds like a good idea.
And if people want to listen, if they like that, then that's there for you guys as well.
Yeah, there you go, people. There you go. But yeah, big up Don Ram. Big up yourself for coming on. I appreciate it. He says, in a bit, lads, Merry Christmas to you both. Yeah, and you, definitely. He says, up the Luton at the end. He put some orange and white emojis as well. And yeah, obviously, as I said, he said he'll have a listen. So we are going to wrap it up here. Obviously, we'll be back next week reacting to the game if it does go ahead. If not, we might do a little something else like we have today or with the Q&A. But before we go, actually, I'm going to put the intro on from the start. We had an intro, and I know quite a lot of you wouldn't have seen it. Let me know what you think of it. Let me just get it up real quick, wherever it's gone. You know what I mean? Oh, here it is. So yeah, tell me what you lot think of it.
The final beat keeps going on, and the melody on my escape, vibration on my soul, it sends me to the peak, without no regret. You got no love, without no love. You got no regret, without no regret. You got no love. A melody where I belong in this life.
So yeah, Let me know what you lot think of that. I think it's pretty sick. When I first saw it, I was pretty gassed with that, to be honest. Obviously, I know there's old clips there of like Collins and that, but you know, it is what it is. It's big moments for Luton. So yeah, big up Don Ram. He says that intro is good, lads. Yeah, I do like that. I do like that intro. I've also got a Premier League one, and that is what I was going to dive into. I'll be back tomorrow with Premier League predictions, probably round about the evening time, same time here. Obviously, there's no football on, English football or, you know, around the UK. So yeah, there's nothing else to watch. Big up Ravi says intro is fire. And yeah, so we're gonna wrap it up here. But as I said, make sure you check out what was your name on it again, Dad? On the music,
Dazzy D.
Yeah, make sure you check out Dazzy D. I'll put the link to it in the description on this stream very soon once we've ended it. But yeah, me, obviously, my socials and that, if you've not got them already, are in the description. And yeah, don't forget to smash a like on the stream if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Share the channel. And yeah, as I said, I'll be back tomorrow with Premier League predictions and a review of the 4 games that happened last week. So yeah, until next time, we will see you lot in a bit. So Merry Christmas again, even though I'm back tomorrow. But yeah, take care and peace.
Peace.